Hi everyone, welcome back to Gina C Creates. Today I'm going to show you how to make these layered paper ornaments. Once you download my SVG, you will find it in your downloads folder. You will have to unzip it, so you're going to want to right click on your file, hit extract, and save it to the same location, and now you have an open folder to work with. If you're on a Windows PC, sometimes your SVG will convert to a HTML document. And that's totally fine. It's just because your computer doesn't know how to display the SVG, but it will still upload to Cricut Design Space as an SVG. So go ahead and upload the internet HTML document, and you can see it uploaded just fine. And we're going to insert it into our canvas. And you can see to the right in the layers panel, it has all the layers intact. So we're going to go ahead and ungroup. And we are going to check the size and make sure it is 4 inches tall, because sometimes Design Space doesn't upload SVG files the correct size. And this file is ready to make. Unless you want to ungroup and change the colors, that's totally up to you. And I am going to change my paper size to 8.5 by 11. So this way it will arrange my ornaments correctly without having to move each one. So go ahead and do that to all your mats and continue. And I am going to change my material because I actually have metallic foil cardstock. So it's a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go to my custom settings and I'm going to change it to medium cardstock. So it's about 80 pounds. And then I'm going to change the pressure to more. And then I'm going to cut. Here is the cardstock I'm going to use. I have 6 sheets. And I only have white and a green that are regular cardstock, and the rest is the metallic foil. So I'm going to load this into my Cricut and make sure I have it on the custom setting. Load it into your Cricut and cut. Once it's done cutting, you can unload it and peel off the excess cardstock. And then I'm going to use my little spatula to lift off my cardstock so it will stay flat. Usually if you pull by hand, it will curl it, but a neat trick is to use the spatula to lift it, or you can even use your scraper, and then you might have some cardstock still in there, so you just pop it out. Here are all my shapes cut out, and we are going to layer this ornament with foam tape. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So here are all the layers for one ornament, and I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to flip over my red and add foam tape. You can add foam dots, foam squares, up to you what you want to use. I'm just going to go with the regular foam tape and cut it to size to fit my ornaments. And just make sure you cut some small foam tape strips for the top and the bottom of the ornament. And this will help keep your ornament well balanced as you place each layer on top. So you're going to place the red layer on top of your green layer. So go ahead and take off your backing of your foam tape and flip it over and place directly on top of your green layer. Next, we're going to move on to the yellow layer. So we're going to flip that over and cut small foam squares and place it in the middle of each flower and the top and the bottom. And we're going to layer that directly on top of the red layer. And then we're going to move on to the green layer. And this cardstock, I use just a regular dark green. And this kind of makes the foil stand out if you're going to use foil layers for the bottom 3. So next we're going to move on to our words, and I'm just going to use craft glue to layer these together. And I'm just going to place small dots around the whole thing, and then I'm going to layer that on top of my white layer. The frames should lay directly on top of each other, and the words will have a little offset. And then I got some craft glue on the front, so we're just going to use a Q-tip and a little bit of water to clean up any glue excess. And then I'm going to place my foam strips on the back of the white layer to layer it on top. I also use my microfoam dots for the frame, and then I'm just going to place down, and we're almost done. We just need to add our twine for it to hang on your Christmas tree. So I cut a piece of twine that's about 3 inches long, and I'm just going to attach to the back with some hot glue. And then after you let it dry, you're ready to hang your ornament. You could definitely customize these to any colors or ribbon that you like to use. I like to stick with the Christmas colors and gold. And here's another version of an ornament you can make using the same SVG. I just used the bottom solid layer and the top 2 layers for the word. And I just dressed it up with some patterned cardstock. In this case, I used the red buffalo plaid, and it just came out gorgeous, and I just layered it with craft glue. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and get to try out my Christmas layered paper ornaments. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.